kitchen. Thank you for joining me, and today's recipe is from my 4 Seasons Ninja Foodie cookbook, and in there you'll find the full list of ingredients. And if you need any of the equipment that I use during the recipe, then just go over to my website and it'll be linked on my accessories page for you. I really hope you enjoy this recipe. If you do, don't forget to hit that like button for me, and if you're new to Susannah's Kitchen, then subscribe to my channel for new weekly content. I'd love to see some of your creations, so don't forget to add them to my Facebook group and tag me in on my social media platforms. The links are all down below in my description. So I think we've got everything covered. Let's start cooking.
Let's make a beautiful steam meal, and this is my chicken cordon bleu. I'm going to be doing mine with some green beans, and we're going to make some mashed potato in the bottom of the pot. So we're going to layer it up so it's 3 individual elements all cooked in one pot on steam meals. I know a lot of you really like these, so I really hope you enjoy this recipe. So my potatoes are all cubed. Obviously I've peeled them, cut them up in the quite small little chunks because we want to make sure that they are nice and tender, ready for mashing. And now over here, I'm just cooking for 2 people this evening. So I've got 2 chicken breasts. I've butterflied those out and I've put some parchment paper over the top. I've used a rolling pin to bash them out nice and flat. So let me just lift those up for you to see. As you can see, they're fairly even and we've got nice big flat pieces of chicken breast. So I've got a slice of ham here. A smoked ham is really nice for this. In fact, I've kind of got a little bit extra there because these weren't the biggest slices. So depends on how big your slices are, but you should probably need 1 slice of ham for each piece. And then we have got our cheese. Now, I think I can fit probably a couple of slices on each piece. Just got that left over. I think that's going to be good because we want to be able to make sure that this rolls up well, and this then forms our centre. You can give this a little season if you wish to, like a bit of black pepper, that's good. So what you want to do is probably move your cheese up slightly, and then your longest, pointiest part of your chicken breast down here, you want to start rolling that up. It's never going to be that easy to do this and to keep that encased. So try and tuck in as you go. Obviously that ham that you've got is going to help encase that cheese and make sure we don't get too much of a spillage. And then take yourself cocktail sticks, and then we can just secure the chicken with the cocktail stick like that. So then you've got a chicken roll, because we did have a little bit of visible cheese. We may get a bit of spillage, but it is what it is. I can just secure that way with another cocktail stick, and that's just going to help just to seal that end up. So repeat the process for your second one. I love a dinner like this. It's pretty simple, doesn't take a lot of prep. It's a nice family dinner, something that probably everyone's going to enjoy. So that way you've only got to cook the once. All your fussy kids are going to be happy. And of course, you don't actually have to do this with cheese and ham either. So you've got plenty of options if you want to put different things inside. Just getting some cocktail sticks again. And I'm just going to secure this. And same thing with this end again. I want to make sure that we're not going to get too much of a spillage. So I'm going to go through the end, just secure that. Now we want to get our Dijon mustard. And let's grab some of that out of here. You're going to want not too much. So I would say probably around 1 teaspoon-ish. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to smother my chicken with this Dijon mustard. And this is going to add loads and loads of flavour to it. But also what we're putting on the outside is going to help our breadcrumbs to stick. Now we want mayonnaise, and I am going to literally squirt around a tablespoon-ish on each one. And we are going to rub that all over the chicken. And this is going to be the binding agent to make sure that we get this covered with our breadcrumbs. It's a messy job, I'm afraid, this bit. I can't really think of a better way to do this other than just do it with your hands, really. Oh, this end is coming open again. Let's secure that better. That is better. Lovely. So yeah, messy. And let's bring in my breadcrumbs. So this really is, the chicken is the hardest bit. It's not hard, it just takes a little bit of time. Now get each one and coat them in your breadcrumbs. It's a little bit difficult because you have got those cocktail sticks in the way. So you can't really roll it as well as maybe you'd like to be able to. So just pat them on. Just pat them on and this will work a treat. Lovely, that's one done. Let's get the second one in. And you're comfortably going to fit 4 of these in your Ninja without a problem. Double up your green beans, double up your potatoes, and the cook times and everything will remain exactly the same, whether you're cooking this for 1 person, 2 people, 6 people, etc. So this looks really nice. We've got a really good covering all over, and that's really important to me that I've got that nicely covered with those breadcrumbs. So to the potatoes, I'm going to add stock, and I like stock when I'm doing mashed potato because I think it adds so much more flavour. You can put some salt in if you want, but if you're using stock, then stock has already got a salt element to it. So I like to leave salt out. I do know that you can do this with water and milk instead. So it's entirely up to you. I prefer to do mine just with stock. And I've just poured in just under 500 millilitres into those. So they are going to be nicely covered. And then I like to add my flavours at the end. So I like to put in my butter, a little bit of cream or whatever I fancy using. You can run through a little bit of whole grain mustard. So that's just my personal preference. But if you want to go with a milk and water ratio in the bottom, it is doable. So now we need to try, this is the difficult bit, and get this rack in. You need to give those potatoes a little shift. There you go, that's got it, that's perfect. I'm going to lay a sheet of foil now just to stop those beans from falling through. And then lay over your green beans. And just cook as many as you wish to eat. Now we put the top section of the rack on and push that down, and we can lay our chicken on the top here. And now we're ready to go on to steam meals. So let's slide over to the middle section here, which is our combi steam mode. And then within that mode, we have got the first one there, which is steam meals. Just to make sure that you are aware, the valve up the top is just for pressure cooking, so you don't have to worry about that when you're using steam. It can be in any direction, just doing anything. It's not in use, basically. So we're going to set the temperature and we're going to go lower. We're going to go down to 160 for this meal. And then we're going to increase the time and we're going to go to 14 minutes. Now, don't worry about looking at this and thinking 14 minutes, it's not going to be cooked. Remember, we've got that build up of steam time plus the cook time. So I can guarantee you this will all be cooked all at once and the 3 elements will be cooked just right. So let's go. Cook time has just finished. Let's open the lid and have a look what we've got. Brilliant. I mean, this is incredible, isn't it? Steam meals, and we've got beautifully crispy chicken. You can see here a little bit closer how lovely and just crispy the outside of that chicken has become. See the cheese is oozing on those, really beautiful. I'm really pleased with those, they look great. Our green beans are nicely cooked. If you want to put them in more of a parcel to protect them, you can. I'm not too fussy about my green beans, to be honest. I don't mind them like this, so I'm happy. They just don't look as good because they lose their sort of vibrant colour. They go a bit dark, but it means you've got your veg cooked. Then in the bottom here, we've now got our potatoes and they are beautifully tender. So I can now drain those and mash them. All dished up, I've mashed my potatoes, we've got the green beans, and I've cut inside the cordon bleu chicken. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. We've got that oozing cheese, that smoked ham. Chicken is cooked perfectly. We've got a crispy exterior on the chicken. I think this is a real triumph. Steam meals in 14 minutes. Now that looks really impressive to me. To purchase any of my cookbooks with delicious recipes just like this one, please visit my website www.susannahskitchen.uk.